Please welcome to the stage, James Gannell.
Hello, my name is James Gangle. It's like the James Gang with an L at the end, just in case, and it doesn't matter. You can look me up later if you want to date. Cool. Great. I made all the mistakes I should have made in 4 years of high school, in 4 months aboard the Norwegian cruise line, the Dawn, when I was 28 years old on my first ever full-time acting contract. And I grew up extremely religious, very, 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 very Catholic, where everything was black and white, good and evil, heaven and hell. There was no gray area whatsoever. And so at 28, I finally put Catholicism on the shelf and a lot started to change for me. You know, I moved out of my mother's basement. I got laid for the first time at 28. Pretty good, thank you guys. High five. Okay. And I got this acting contract on the Norwegian Dawn, and I proceeded to make all those huge mistakes with Nikita Engelbrecht, a South African receptionist at the front desk of the Norwegian Dawn. And I didn't even know if I liked her. I don't even know if I was attracted to her. I don't think we had much in common, but there was lots of booze on this floating prison, and so I drank and we fucked and I drank and we fucked and I drank and I fucked. And it was so hot. And I don't mean sexy, it wasn't. I was terrible. I mean temperature. Women's vaginas are really warm in there, and I hadn't worked that out yet. I didn't know. Honestly, I was like a snowflake in a hot tub. I melted before I even got in there. But I did get in there, so high five, everyone, high five, high five, high five. So I fucked her a bunch, and then, you know, my Catholic conscience kicks in. It's like, hey, James, ooh, the ghost of my Catholic, ooh, James. You know, if you're fucking a girl, that means you're at least engaged, probably married. You're probably married to her, at least where I was growing up. So I'm like, I should find out if I like this girl. And so I asked her out on a date, like a proper date, to this like Japanese, Chinese, Thai, faux chicken waffle place on board, okay, on this cruise ship. She says yes, and before the date happens, it's like a week away, people start coming up to me, right? And they're like, James, are you going on a date with Nikita? I'm like, yes, I am. Are you committing to Nikita? I'm like, I don't know. Are you boat marrying Nikita? And that's what a date is on a cruise ship. It's boat marriage, okay? Because it requires Nikita to get signatures from her boss and her boss's boss that we are getting boat married and going to this place. And the final warning I got was from some people that said, you know, Nikita has sex with people indiscriminately. Do you want to be caught with a girl like that? And I thought, fuck you. Fuck you! You're the old, my gold of Catholicism, you. And I said, fuck that, okay? I have sex with women indiscriminately. Like, I've had sex with like 3 girls at this point. So, pretty experience, right? And the irony was that although Nikita had sex with men indiscriminately, she was very discriminatory. She was a racist. I had sex with a racist. Before the edamame even drops on the table, I'm like, Nikita, how was your day? And she's like, well, I can't even, well, how are you? I can't do the South African accent, so I'll just do mine. Well, you know, it was a bad day. This black woman came to the front desk, curlers in her hair, slippers on, in a house coat, you know, typical black person. And I was like, I'm not a paragon of diversity. But I don't think that is really typical of black people. And she's like, no, trust me, it is. I'm like, check, please. No, I was disgusted with myself, right? How bad is it that I was having sex with a racist? And so I, like, have sex with her 6 or 7 more times, and then it is over. I stop, right? Okay, so a few months later, I come back to my room. It's Christmas Eve, and my roommate said, Nikita has left 19 messages for you. This is very serious. You have to call her back. And I haven't talked to God in 6 months, but I pull that phone into my washroom and close the door over the cord, and I dial her number. And as it rings, I pray to God, God, please just give me a sexually transmitted disease. Ring. Gonorrhea, don't know what that is, but put it, sure, I'll take it. Ring. HPV, no problem. Ring. Chlamydia, the clap, I'll take it. That's one pill, no problem. HIV, and then she picks up. I gotta talk to you. Boom, she comes to my room, and a Christmas miracle, everyone. She's pregnant. Yeah. While she smokes and drinks and decides if she wants to keep the baby or not, I have talks with her, you know, because look, you know what the direct go to jail, do not pass go, collect $200 is for a Catholic dude? Is abortions. Abortions are like the fucking thing. Abortions, right? So I can't say have an abortion, but I know that would be the best thing possible for me to happen right now. So she leaves the ship, and 2 months later, I get a status update that really is God answering my prayer, because the status update says, you know, the Lord took Marcus away from me far too soon. And I felt so relieved, but also so conflicted, right? I mean, it was the best thing that could happen, but it also felt terrible. It wasn't a black or a white, it was a gray. I felt gray. I tasted gray. It was gray. That's what life is, it's fucking gray. And when I left the ship, I went to a walk-in clinic, and in a real, literal sense, my prayer was also answered because I had chlamydia. Thank you very much, everybody.
James, everybody, put it together for him one more time.